What is going on, boys? Welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about how to create something that everybody wants to be a part of. So let me explain what I mean by this. Recently I was a part of Creator Clash for the first time ever. It was super cool, a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of cool people. I also did pretty well. The game show this time around was called The Weakest Link, where if you don't know what it is, basically it's a bunch of trivia. You're just trying to get a bunch of trivia right. And that at the end of every round, you vote off somebody, and you get to know who the weakest link was, which was who performed the worst that round, the strongest link, who performed the best in that round, and you get to use that to make your decisions. I believe I got 7 of my 9 questions right throughout the event before I got voted off, so which is very fun. It was fun. It was a little scuffed, and that's why I'm making this video. Just something that I think that they could improve on as a whole, and this is by no means hate to JD or anyone associated with Creator Clash. It was fun. I'm looking forward to events in the future. I would love to participate in the future, but this is just how I think they could improve it a little bit, as well as get the community a little more involved / hyped up with it. So first of all, I think a big thing for the event that is this easy glitch? What is going on? I think a big thing for the event that I participated in is it would have been a lot easier for JD to actually run the whole thing had he had actual hosts. And what I mean by actual hosts is instead of him trying to worry about logistics and worrying about stream and worry about this, worrying about that, like getting like kind of like what's for the streamies, what they did for the Twitch Awards, getting decently well-known creators that are good at talking, know how to entertain a crowd, well-known and funny, to actually worry about hosting the whole thing, keeping all the creators in check, and just creating a better overall atmosphere for the whole event. Another thing I think that hurt this event itself was the fact that we had one mainstream thing on kind of a, I don't want to say not well-known channel, but it's not something that everybody knew this was where he was going to be streaming. It's because we ran it on JD's actual channel. I think it would have been better had were we able to stream on our own. I understand for the weakest link it's tough because you don't want streamers getting information from their chat. What you could have done is you always could just throw on like a minute of stream delay, and then you don't have to worry about chat giving answers because no one's going to be sitting there for a minute trying to figure out the answer. And I think that's as little downtime, or as the most downtime you can have without people getting disinterested, but it would also keep the game itself fair and make sure that nobody could cheat. I think that the behind the scenes team could have done a little better job. I think that they kind of struggled in keeping a lot of information in check, which, to be fair, I've never run behind the scenes for this, so I don't know. But better, like just having you be cleaner, quicker, all of that, having people in call, able to handle situations that come up, I think is a very important thing to any event. As well as better logistics, making sure people are there on time, making sure that people aren't ducking out at the end of the event. That was a big issue. Was Dragoon couldn't make it, Hellcastle couldn't make it. I was actually Hellcastle sub, so if Hellcastle could have made it, I wouldn't have been there. As well as a couple others. I think Verloren wasn't able to make it either. Just a little smoother of a process would have been nice. Another thing I think could have improved this particular game show, because not a lot of people actually knew how to play it. There was a lot of people not banking when you're supposed to bank, and thus losing out on a lot of money. As well as like trying to change the show for what it was halfway through the event, which I don't think is something you should ever do. I think that it's prepared a certain way, so I don't think it should be edited midway through the event, because that's what everybody's used to. But I think running through everything the day before, the night before, would be really helpful to a lot of people who don't actually understand it or want to get a better feel for how it's gonna run, as well, instead of like an hour before. As well as if you have any questions or you think of anything overnight, you can always ask instead of doing it while the event is live. I think more control throughout the whole event would have been very helpful. I think that there was a lot of, and I'm included in this, I'm at fault in this as well. I think that there was a lot of like participants trying to argue their way through the event, which is not how, that's not how the show is supposed to be. It's not an argumentative thing. It's just you vote. I think there was banter in between is fine, but I think there was too much at some points. I think that a little more control and being able to shut people down by the host would have been a little more productive. I kind of talked about this before, but more preparation, just it would have felt a lot cleaner, especially for the viewer. And then professionalism, just coming from both sides, from the participants, from the host, from the BTS team, just because that's what makes it really cool. Everybody always wants to be in a professional atmosphere. It makes it cool because it makes it cool for the people watching as well. Like at the Oscars, you don't have people saying random stuff. You have people preparing speeches and doing all this really cool stuff. And especially for I give props to Cutie Cinderella for the streamies. It was I didn't get to watch the whole thing live, but I saw the highlights and it was really cool. It was something that everybody in chat could be a part of. They could vote. They could look at all their favorite creators. Just all this really cool stuff. So I really hope that I am able to help with the next creator clash, whether or not I participate in it or not. I would love to be a participant, but I also want to help and make it the smoothest it can be, because it's cooler for you guys and it's cooler for us. It's just better overall for everyone in that aspect. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I stream every single day at 7 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/theogyadi. Hope to see you guys there, and I will see you guys later.